Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to episode 34 of Mount and Blade 2 Bannerlord, a Let's Play tutorial series. Picking up where we left off, we had just captured some Aserai territory and added, last episode, a whole bunch of vassals. Now, taking a look at our diplomacy screen, we're doing pretty good against the Aserai. As you can see, we actually pretty significantly outnumber them. So now is not the time to settle for peace, but instead to keep pushing. In terms of the clans here, we have Chanis, who does not have any territory, and Phalantes does not have any territory. So I am very interested in trying to get them some castles. Alright, so first things first, I want to level up all of the troops that I currently have in my army that are ready to level up. And then after that, I do believe I need to buy a shield. Taking a look at my party again, I have a few Aserai in here, so let me pawn them off on Trustin. I'm also going to want to top up on food so that I don't have any hunger issues when sieging. Alright, so Kuyaz. Governed by Fafin. Let's see here. First things first. No, I do have a Highland Shield. Right. Okay. Let's switch to it right now. So that upon my next castle siege, I have a sword and shield, which is going to serve me a lot better than a massive war scythe. So I am going to buy out a lot of their foods here. Even if it costs me something. That keeps my army fed. As far as recruiting troops, I could recruit troops and hand them out to my vassals or my companions, but I'm not going to worry about that. All right. At this point, let's start marching towards. Let's start marching towards the nearest castle, because Aserai rather, is in no position to defend against us. Not really, not anymore. So I'm going to take a totally different approach on this castle siege. Oh, what's funny is this guy is trying to siege the same castle, but I'm going to get there first. Sorry, buddy. Alright, besiege castle. So what I'm going to do this time, because A, I don't intend to own this castle, and B, I want to minimize the losses I get besieging this castle, is I'm going to break the walls. While I do that, let's go ahead and signal some of my mercenaries and vassals using my influence points, and fortunately leaving just enough influence points to emergency settle a war if I need. Keeping 100 influence in your pocket is going to be very, very, very helpful, because if you get war declared on you all of a sudden or something like that, you know, it could be the difference between life and death. So what I'm doing here is I'm making a bunch of trebuchets, which are extraordinarily good at knocking down walls and defenses, and then as soon as they're built, I'm going to pocket them until I have all four, and then I'm going to deploy all four at once and wreck their defenses. Oh, so here's their defending army. I'm not all that worried about their defending army because I think, oh, yep, bye-bye. We dramatically outnumber them. And we just captured, Ingolthur. Ingolthur captured Miran of their Aserai. Yeah, that's what you get. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Alright, and as we're waiting in this war queue, I'm also going to be issuing troops. So what, you're at 207, so you can have 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so you're 1 away from max party size. And then move to reserve. And anytime that there are... Oh, here's some more. Anytime that one of my trebuchets gets built, move to reserve so it doesn't have to go against all of their catapults all at once, which would be a very surefire way to get your catapults destroyed. Definitely Move to reserve. Alright, and now Trustin's full. How far is Damien? He is 25 away, so he has plenty of room for any prisoners that I convert for quite some time. So he's now 20. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, I'm slowing down time and move to reserve. So this type of siege takes a little bit longer than the traditional siege equipment. And it also wrecks the walls, which will require repair. So now that we have all of them, right? We have all of our siege equipment. I am going to deploy all of my trebuchets all at once. And at this point, they don't have enough siege equipment to be able to take down my trebuchets with sheer numbers. And now my trebuchets are free to hammer away at their walls. So instead of having to go over the walls, we'll just go through them because we're breaking them. And then anytime they will build a catapult, our trebuchets could take out that catapult. So, good stuff. Why do I keep doing that? So I'm going to give Damien the troops right before I lead an assault, which is when their shields are going to be, or their walls, not shields, are going to be fully destroyed. So now, if I pause, see these little wall icons? That means those walls are gone. Also, when I lead an assault, my trebuchets will be firing as well. So it's not that they don't have a purpose once they destroy the walls. They still can help to during the assault. So this long, prolonged siege also allowed a bunch of my troops to heal up that were previously wounded. So it served sort of two purposes, because now we're at full health. Alright, so let's get in there, lead an assault. A night assault. Nice. And as you can see, the trebuchets are all laid out. And there should be 2 holes in the walls. Yep, as you can see on the left here, there's a pretty obvious hole in the wall where the trebuchets broke. I'm going to dismount here and work to remove the archers from their defenses. I'm actually going to go on foot. I think it's going to be a little easier to take this on foot than on horseback, even though the benefits and speed and all that from horseback are really strong. Nope, don't drop rocks on me. Whoa, I am missing badly. So as I said, because I don't intend to keep the castle, the damage that I do to it doesn't really matter to me. It's going to be my vassal's problem, right? And cracking the walls the way I did makes the capture of a base, as you can see with the kill feed in the top right, it isn't even close to being even, right? This is just a landslide of a murder, which is exactly what we wanted. Alright, I'm taking this wall. Oh, you thought you could sneak it. Nope, that's not going to work for you, buddy. Did I just clear this out myself? I do believe I did. Alright, let's try to get some elevation on some of the remainder forces. Nope, you're not aiming down on anyone. Not today. And in the end screen here, you're going to see that the loss ratio is a lot better for castle sieges where we take down the walls. So I wasn't doing this in the past because, for two reasons actually. So one of the reasons is prolonged siege attacks is dangerous because if the enemy's army outnumbers you, reinforcements will show up before you're able to take down holes in the wall. So until this siege right now, I wasn't really able to employ this tactic because, yeah, here as you can see, the number differences are a lot better in my favor. So now that there isn't all the troop yelling in the background. Yeah, in the past, I was doing sort of like one of those little sneak attacks, and doing sort of sneak attack tactics means that you can't spend a lot of time sieging stuff, right? Because then backup will show up and they'll crush you. But now that we literally outnumber the enemy, sneak attack, I don't, like, there is no, you know, I can just thumb my nose at everybody around me because they just simply can't hurt me, right? We literally outnumber the Aserai now. Significantly, in fact. I mean, if I go to diplomacy here... Oh, no, we don't outnumber them. Okay. But our armies do. Oh, yes, yes. Oh, Cervix army. Can we catch him? I'm trying to catch him, but I don't think it's working. Okay. Who leveled up? Oh, my leadership. Okay, so party leader... Lower wage for low-level troops or lower wage for high-level troops? Veterans respect. Definitely. The higher-level troops are a lot more expensive, so... And ideally, we want to be working towards a situation where all of our troops are really, really high level, so it's kind of ideal. But hey, if you keep getting crushed over and over and over, then do the inverse. If you have a lot of low-level troops. Alright, so you are able to take these Aserai. Done. Let's go for this castle down here. I'm also keeping an eye on my cohesion. So if I wanted to add cohesion, it would just be up there. And this prevents the army from disbanding. The more troops you have in it, the more cohesion is required to keep it together, and the quicker your cohesion loss. All right. Hello, castle. So I'm curious if they are... Nope, they're going to pass right by me. So here's what I'm going to do. Try to catch them. No, they got by me. Okay, so I'm actually going to wait until they besiege the castle. And then hit their... Okay, no, they're already disbanding. Borvald, we're coming for you. Borvald, jump him. Alright, so the Einballet Castle... I'm going to give to... So Fafin already has some stuff. I'm going to give this to Nicasaur, even though everybody feels like it should go to Fafin. I don't care. I want all of my vassals to have something. Yes! Borvald caught him, and is going to let me wipe this party out. Whoa, this is just flat old desert. Alright.
Food man! Food everyone! Follow me!
I don't have my Rumphalia. I should have thought about that.
Move! Spread the field, soldiers! Forward! Forward! Shield wall, now! Arrows! Onward!
Alright.
Horsemen! Mounted infantry!
Okay, so we have a sizable force compared to theirs. I don't have my beautiful Rumphalia, but actually this gives me an opportunity to do some armchair generaling, where I'm going to focus more on being a general. I say that right as some idiot rides up in the middle here. Hey, dude. That's one of their vassal lords. Just wanted to show him who's boss. So as you can see, I have such missile superiority here. It is a big old joke. Their troops are going to get absolutely melted from arrows. What are you doing? Oh, darn. Almost. Yeah, this is just a crushing. Now, one of the issues, of course, of... here, I'm just going to tell everyone to charge. One of the issues when you are massively outnumbered is you're not going to field all of your troops at once. So what's going to end up happening is you will have such a small fraction of your troops that they'll be rendered ineffective. Because at some point, when you have such few numbers, you're just not effective as a fighting force. You lose cohesion. And as a result, this enemy army just keeps reinforcing, and it's sort of like a spray bottle onto like a oil or a grease fire. It's just they're never going to have enough critical mass to be able to be all that effective against the army that I have against them. Although I do wish I remembered my Rumphalia, because the Azerite cavalry is annoying, and I'd be a lot better at countering them if I had my big scythe. I can do it this way, though. It just takes a little bit longer. Alright, I don't know who they are, but... Yo, get out of my way. My aim is not very good doing these, like, sort of tight circles. There we go. Right to the head. Alright, I'm going to tell the rest of my cavalry, they were previously set up to follow me, just so they wouldn't overcommit, but at this point, the enemies just don't have enough forces for an overcommit to be a danger. So, letting my cavalry loose. We lost 14, they lost 146, and many, many, many captured. And then Bolvald, who is company of the Golden Boar, is going to be happy that I backed him up. I'm also going to be given the chance to add prisoner troops, which I'm all about. That's very, very cool. Done. And now we don't have this stupid, annoying army hovering around, threatening to recapture the castle I just took. So let's take a look at my food. I have 16 days of food, so I'm actually going to double back to Kuyaz here to stock back up. Alright, so Trustin, you are full up completely. You had no losses. And Damien, you are 15 away from max. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so you're getting pretty close. Awesome. So here's the thing. I will have to tote a large force around, which is going to cost me some cohesion to keep this group together. But I'm happy to pay the cohesion. Alright, now I'm just cherry picking because I know anyone I add, these are literally the last two that I can even give over to Damien. If I wanted to add any additional prisoners, I'd have to... I don't have any space in my companion, so I'd have to give him to a garrison or something. Don't want to be doing that. Alright, so let's buy Qyaz's everything food. So for weapons, I don't know why I have this narrow sword locked out. What was, Alda? You've got a better weapon than that, so let's sell that narrow sword. And then, Alda, one of the things you do need is a bow. So I'll give you something basic. Not my stacked bodkins, because, that's mine. Alright, selling the rest of this stuff. She also doesn't have gloves, so I'll be on the lookout for decent hand armor. Her body armor is kind of trash. In fact, I don't have a ton of money on me, but if I win some gear in the next fight, I'll keep her in mind. I just have to be careful because I'm paying for a rather large army. Whoa, and this town is all out of food. Well, that's not my problem. So I might want to hit up the villages instead, just to make sure I have enough food, because I have 17 days. There we go. That's a lot of fish. And we'll hit back. BAQ, not BACK. We'll hit that other place. Okay, so now we have 20 days of food. That's going to have to do. And we're going to go to the Ukba Castle. I have an opportunity to really send a death knell to the Azurai, and I don't want to pass up that opportunity. As you can see, the Vlandians are here harassing them as well, which works to my favor. Alright, so same sort of strategy. I'm going to be putting the trebuchets in reserve. Now that I'm starting out with such a big force, let me add some additional cohesion so I don't fall apart here. The build of the siege camp and the siege equipment should be pretty quick. And let's go over to the diplomacy tab. Oh, yes. We are equally forced now. Uh-huh. As you can see, I've been doing these successful raids and sieges. They have not. As far as land goes, yes. As you can see, Fafin wants more. But at least Nicasaur... Did I upset Fafin? No, he's not that upset. Good. These guys are getting pretty happy with the fact that they're in a winning war, and it's going to be easier for me to keep vassals that have some skin in the game, right? That was one of the problems that I had earlier on. If you remember when I was adding vassals, and the vassals just kept leaving immediately, basically, it's because they had no skin to the game. They had no land, so they had no reason to really stick around. But if I am, if I'm giving all of this new southern territory to them, they'll have skin to the game and they'll want to stay a part of the army. And leading such a large force, my leadership is going up, and building all this siege equipment, my engineering is going up. So Southern Empire and Britannia just declared peace. Okay, now that that's built, unreserve the rest. Alright, so here's their counter-offensive army. Adram. He's only 500 strong, so they're not going to push me unless they get significantly more numbers. I don't suspect that they even have the numbers, to be honest. Alright, so we have 15 days of food. Yeah, the downside to this type of attack is it takes longer. So that's food expensive and just gives the enemies a chance to counter. They almost got that trebuchet down, but I think their walls are going to crack before that matters. One wall down. Whoa, run! Nixor, run! Alright, Company of the Golden Boar, which was a mercenary party, just left me. As I mentioned before, they have no real loyalty. Vassals are loyal, whereas... Alright, there we go. We're done. Let me pause. So that took about, what, 7 days? That took about a week of siege. Let's go ahead and... take a look. No one ready to lead an assault. So the Company of the Golden Boar, yeah. Mercenaries aren't loyal to you. They just go where the money is. So they decided that I wasn't the... You know... that they... I don't know. They wanted to make money elsewhere. That's why I initially added mercenaries only really to fluff up my own unit numbers, to make it look more attractive for a vassal to perhaps join me. Alright, so I am the man behind the wall. I got here before they did, but I don't intend to fight the entire army by myself. I just want to, well, make it easier for us to siege. Oh no, hit one of my own. This, of course, is a numbers game, but when you can have your massively superior numbers flood through, oh, so much easier to win these fights. And now that I've dismounted from my own horse, my horse isn't tagged as like an enemy troop, so they're not going to hurt it. I'm not at risk of losing a horse or anything. Alright, so I see some archers on the opposite wall that I will slowly make my way over. Yeah, there's some in the guardhouse too. Oh, they're shooting at me. You want some? Hello. Feel a little outnumbered. And they're yelling all sorts of threats. But you know what? Very low. Bye-bye. Alright, I'm quite wounded. Not that I need to be conscious for the remainder of this fight, but I'd like to be. fish in a barrel. Nope. Now, the only issue with the sieging, even if their walls are down, is they do reinforce faster than I do. When my troops die, we have to run in from the edge of the map. When their troops die, they reinforce from the castle, which is obviously a lot closer. Which means that the attack happens in waves, and their wave gets to the defenses quicker than mine does. Oh, someone else beat me to that. Alright, that was my last arrow. I think we are probably just a kill or two away, looking at the top balance of force, balance of power. Kill the two away to be able to finish up this fight here. Well, that's it. Whew, that was close. And again, the win-loss ratio here is incredibly in my favor. Let's go. You know, I actually don't have a lot of space for prisoners. So I'll take as many as I'm able to have. And now, of course, their castle falls. So, Adrum, do you want to fight? No, I didn't think you did. The next place to go could be, in fact, Sonala. I guess my worry is, do we have enough food? So, you know what I'm going to do? I do need to heal up a bit. I'm going to make sure that... Well, let's do a quick head count. So, Trustin, you are now 5... You need 5 more people. Let's add... let's pick from the best. So, here's some higher level troops. And I'm just gonna over recruit now, because I just can only assume that Damien probably had some losses as well. All right, so Trustin, you need 5 guys. 1, 2, 2 more. Done. And then Damien. You need 5 as well. 1, 2, 3. Well, I guess I didn't add enough. Okay, so 2 more. Let's give him archers. 1, 2. It's too bad I can't give any of my other people troops, but that's just not how it works. Alright, I am going to spend the influence to keep my army together, because there's the... Oh, you just have silverware. Boo! There's the threat of the giant army, Adrum's army, that I might want to deal with now, to be honest. So if I'm going to fight Adrum's army, I probably want to switch gear. Let's lock that really good weapon. And then, as I said, Alda, let's see. Is there anything good for you? Nope. 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 No, there is not. Okay. Worth checking, I suppose. Okay. I am ridiculously... Oh, I wasn't even able to be a general here, because I was so hurt I wasn't fielded in battle. That's fine. I will, however, be... I'm going to have too many troops. So I'm going to start to cherry pick troops. These level 3 troops I'm going to pull in. And level 4s. Actually, I'm going to pull on even level 5s as well, because I can ransom them. for money. Okay, and then I know I'm going to be over capacity on troops here, so let me get rid of the 2s. Perfect. Wow, that actually is literally perfect, number-wise. Done. Oh, they had some good weapons. I don't think they had any good armor, but they had some good weapons. It's rusty, but that Karaska's a fine blade. Well, it's too bad that I wasn't able to actually do the fighting myself, but here we go. To Sanala. Because I have no chill. Oh, actually, before Sanala, I am a little worried about food scarcity, but let's try for Sanala. So we are going to add Hijin here. I'm also going to signal... This is Sanala, so I'm going to signal for everybody to join me. And luckily, I am a very influential leader, so I can afford it. After that last fight, I'm sure my companions need some people. What is that? 3... Oh, no, one less. I'm going to pull some of the really low levels out of his army, the recruits and stuff. So where are you at now? You're at 99. All right, so you need 3 more. They're done. Just because, you know, if I could not field a level 1 troop, that'd be good. What are we at? 22, so 8 more. Okay, let me get 8 for you. This level of micromanagement probably all that not all that necessary, if I'm being perfectly honest, but you know, whatever. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They'll have to do. The difference of 8 troops when you have hundreds, admittedly, not that important, but the min-maxer in me wants to do it anyway. Speaking of min-maxing, let's level up where we can. And now we have a big old force, and we're hitting Sanala. And just like the others, the tactic remains the same. I plan on breaking their walls down. And if we look at the... Nope, don't resolve that yet. The balance of force, we are pretty well balanced, but I think losing Sanala is going to tip the scales pretty considerably. And I do have... Oh, actually, Vlandia, are you no longer... So, Tassinor is the only one without land now? So I'm going to give it to Tassinor. And now, if I check my clans, Lake Rats is a, you know, obviously they're mercenary, and Skober Brovota, or whatever, Brovta, are also mercenary. But then everyone else, all these other clans, actually have some territory. Which is great. Huh. It showed up like I had something to level, but I don't, as far as I could tell. Alright, here's Borsha and Fafin and Nikasor. So now our numbers look even more imposing. Huh. We've... Oh, this is the Company of the Golden Bar. Oh, okay. I was like, kind of curious. Who did they get hired out to? Let me check. Couldn't tell. Alright, as far as party goes, we are looking good. Keep tossing in reserve. Now, towns are a little bit better defended with stronger walls than the castles. Uh-oh. Reserve. So I'm going to also build this stuff just for my engineering skill mostly. But we also have 10 days of food, so I have to keep that in mind. Okay, putting my siege equipment to use. Where we duke it out. Can we be hitting there? Catapults, please. My trebs are kind of being dumb. Oh, you know what? They just have a bunch in reserve. That's what's going on. There we go. Now they're out of reserves. Oh. Tassinor, good luck. I can't help you. I'm in the middle of a siege, buddy. I don't know what to tell you. Okay, so we still have 10 days of food. Oh, but my, I let the cohesion of my army drop enough, like a dummy, that I disbanded. Luckily, my influence gain is pretty strong. Alright, so the cost of this is too high. I'm actually going to purposely leave some of these guys outside so that they can run interference for me. How did I get to negative numbers? That's really strange. Alright, how's my food? 7 days? I think we could do it. Alright, we built the other siege equipment, but I'm going to move to reserve because I don't want my men manning him. I just want to focus on their walls. Okay, let's level up where we can. Where is Damien and Trustin? Let me double check on them. Yeah, they're fine. They're probably both fine. Alright, my trebuchets have seen better days, but we're just about cracked into them. Into their walls. And let's lead an assault.
Yeah!
Oh, I brought my Renfalia. Well, that's alright. Because they don't have walls, so I can ride right in and do what damage I can do on horseback. Who knows? Maybe it will be better. Or worse. Whoa! Worse. Ow. If I keep moving, they won't focus on me. I don't know. Oh, God. I don't know why they're at their front gate still. I'm not coming through there. Oh, boy. Not that again. I don't know if this makes me more effective or not. It's hard to tell. There's so many friendly troops that sort of get in the way that it's hard to... I don't know. It gives me some mobility that I otherwise wouldn't have, I suppose. And it just sort of looks hilarious, but I'm getting hurt again. So I gotta be careful. Oh! Yeah, I'm still somewhat effective back here. One of the advantages of this is I am shooting from a further distance, so it levels up my bow skill, actually. Which is an odd benefit of standing apart. Alright, so here comes our second wave. And they're like fifth wave. Oh! There's some friendly faces. Now, every wave that you see has respawn is more or less because that number of troop had died. So we are grinding through them pretty quickly. But of course, it is a town, so it has a lot larger of a militia than a castle would, which is why this is taking so long. I wonder who that is. Whoever they are. Damn you, brave. And it looks... I could be wrong, but it looks like they haven't gotten a reinforcement wave in a bit. Which... Oh, no, there it is. I was gonna say maybe they're running out of reserves, but that's not true. Alright, well, I am fully out of... arrows. And I kind of refuse to hang back and do nothing. Even if it's going to get me, oh boy, truly knocked unconscious. I don't even know how much health I have. It's not even measurable.
I'll tear your limbs!
Oh. For someone who's mortally wounded, oh, there we go. Leveling up. Killing of the cowards. If they're fleeing in mass like this, it means that they're out of reinforcements and they're about to fall. So there's not much left to do but headhunt the last few that remain. I could get to an arrow barrel and try to resupply arrows.
Everyone! Cut them down!
I'm telling everyone to charge. Just disregard tactics and rush. So I think there's probably only one or two left somewhere deep in the entry. Oh, that might be it. There it is. Whew. And that would be a very major city falling to me. I'm going to take every prisoner because we're at a town now. So I don't really mind if I'm over capacity, as we'll be able to immediately ransom some off. But this is a very good place to end. So just to recap, I have been absolutely demolishing Azurai. If I recall correctly, they declared war on me, and they are suffering for it deeply. As you can see, casualties inflicted, heavily in my favor. And I don't see that that will change anytime soon. Well, guys, thank you so very much for watching. I hope you were entertained by my... This is the first, I would say, true war that we've had. Every engagement in the past has been like little skirmishes and battles of me taking territory. This is a full-out, full-blown war, and we are absolutely crushing it. If you have any feedback for me, do drop me a line in the comments below. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll catch you all next episode. Adios, friends.